Hey guys, Ran here, and today we're bringing you two replays in the Churchill 3. So, as you see, it's going to be quite a long video because they're quite slow games. And I understand a lot of people can't watch two replays, so before we go into this, the first one, just us dicking around and me just having a bit of fun at the end, for the first game. The second game is me and Spandex tryharding against the 3-man Panzer 5-4 platoon. So if you only want to watch one video, there's your options. But anyway, in this first game, we were on Cliff, we were top tier. Me and Luke were in the Churchill 3, Spandex in the Panzer 5-4. As to why I'm playing this, because obviously it was a long time, well, a very long time ago, I can't remember. I can only assume there was one of those earn ops going on, where by coming top of your team you get 3 points, coming second to fourth you get 2 points, etc, etc. Well, the Churchill 3, as I've said before, is a great utility tank that everyone should own. Not because I think it's particularly good, but because it has that multiplier on base XP, and it's the only tank to do so, means that for earn ops, like the recent Scorpion G, Yazi, all that shit, where you have to come top of your team to get points, this is a great tank for it. I wouldn't recommend grinding the whole thing on this tank, because it won't be very fun, but the reason this tank's good is, if you don't have much time to play, you can grind the op normally, and when you start getting to the point where you don't have much time left, you can jump in the Churchill 3 to finish the last amount of points that you need. So, there was not enough for something, I can't remember what, and we're in the Churchill 3. Because, the thing is, seeing Spandex playing a Panzer 5-4, as there's an enemy Panzer 5-4 on the hill, so I load APCR, I really want to play the Panzer 5. If I have to play tier 5, I'd really like to be in a Panzer 5-4, but as I said, I need the extra base XP from this, just to, like, come top easier. Now, bear in mind, you'd like to think that in a Panzer 5-4 I could come top anyway, but in this, even if you get RT'd, even if you do shit, you can still beat your team on X base. Bit of a safer option. Now there's 2 artillery, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I'm just driving through the middle. You see, we've got a lot of tanks on the 1-2 line, because of course we do. Because people always go there. And what I want to do is, as there's actually a Wolverine in front of me, he's going to put a big shell on me, I'm putting a couple into him. I am bouncing though, because I've got the standard rounds loaded again. A lot of people you see playing this tank, by the way, will not have standard rounds loaded. Just be prepared for that, and also has preferential matchmaking. Now, the Panzer 5-4 on the hill is kind of the main issue, as in all tier 5 games, as a Panzer 5-4, you want to deal with them. Now, my tracks get damaged by an already splat, I don't like to take any damage to them, and you may have seen, while I was shooting at him, my aiming reticle never got small, and that's because I was in the open, there's 2 artillery, I never stood still, I just kept moving back and forwards. My plan now is, I want to push forwards to that rock in front of me, the little cliff bit, that will hopefully keep me safe from artillery, and then I can focus on the Panzer 5-4. So, driving forward to safety, APCR's loaded in case I have to go for the Panzer 5-4. And, now that I'm in position, I'm going to start shooting at him. Although I say the Panzer 5-4 is the most important target to get rid of, I've said this before, I still don't believe it to be the most powerful tier 5 tank. I think the captured KV-1 is much more powerful and dangerous than the Panzer 5-4. Panzer 5-4 is more fun, captured KV-1 more competitive. And the enemies also have a captured KV-1 on their team, so that's something to bear in mind as we finish off the Panzer 5-4. Because I'm firing premium rounds here, so I'm going to change back to standard rounds, because I realize I waste a lot of silver, as I just start now. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a captured KV-1 around the fucking corner, who can absolutely shred me with his gun. So what's going to happen is, I kill this guy, I'm looking for enemies, captured KV-1's recorded. I've not noticed it's a captured KV-1 yet. I'm only going to notice now, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to back up. He's going to kill me, I'm dead, I just need to get some damage in before I die. Thankfully, he gets one more shot in, and Spandex rams him, meaning he couldn't shoot at me anymore because it turned his tank around. So Spandex just saved my life from the captured KV-1 by ramming into him, but now we're both one-shots, and there's still an artillery up. So, I'm unspotted. What I need to do now is try and stay unspotted. There's some bushes behind me. I've decided I'm going to stay up in this middle bit so I can defend our base if need be, because there is someone on the 1-2 line who someone's actually just pinged, heading towards our base. Now, friendly tank, Su-85, or whatever it was, dealt with the enemy near our base. I successfully deal with the VK. And now, time to go 1-2 line, try and defend the base from there. Because as our teammate keeps pinging, there is an enemy over there. Now, this is where the Churchill 3 isn't as fun as a Panzer 5-4 or capture KV-1, because it's very fucking slow. But as I said, the only reason you'll ever see me playing this is for the bonus XP. Now, keeping an eye out for the enemy. I'm trying to decide whether I should drop down or not, but if I drop down and then have to come back up the hill again, it'll take me 18 fucking years. So I decide I'm not going to drop down. Teammate's about to kill one of them, and now there's only 2 enemies left. The guy's near the rocks. I'm too slow to really do anything. I'm a one-shot. I'm not going to get much else out of this game. I'm going to go for a cliff dive. Spandex is driving right at this guy, and Spandex is going to be a fucking bro here and slam on the brakes right before he rams him. So he only taps him because he wants to see if I can actually do this. So, world's slowest cliff dive incoming. Now, I didn't get the damage or credited with the kill, but I'm counting that as a kill. I was too slow to clear the rocks, which means I blew up before I got there, which is a bit of a shame. But, again, big shout out to Spandex for stopping his ram to let me try and do that. And again, this is what we do, we just fuck around, because what we're going to see is Spandex is now going for the artillery, and he wants to ram him. So, he's racing in, but Spandex is a one-shot for the artillery. If the artillery hits him, he's dead. So he's got to dodge the arty shell first, before he can ram him. He's going to try and take the wide angle round, make him miss. Fired a shot, already misses, and now he's going to handbrake turn, and Spandex is not going to shoot him, because he wants to ram him up the arse. Unfortunately for Spandex, the Su-85 is going to take the kill, which is a bit of a shame, but that's just the price you pay for having fun. You miss out on damage, you miss out on kills by dicking around, it's just the nature of what you do. So that game, top on XP, obviously, because Churchill 3 memes, and I even managed to cliff dive someone, kind of. Only a second class, because in this tank, because base XP is so hard, like, easy to get, 2000 base XP will not be an ace most time. You need about 2200 base XP. Now, that was just a bit of a stupid game. We're just dicking around. The next game's the important one. Because what's going to happen in the next game is the next game's just going to be me and Spandex. And Spandex is going to be in the Churchill 3 as well, and not as Panzer 5-4. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to be top tier again, because we're both preferential this time. In the last game, I could have run in the tier 7 because Spandex was in the Panzer 5-4, but thankfully we didn't. This game, look at the enemy team, they have a 3-man Panzer 5-4 platoon. Now, what that means is, I'm going to go, like, say to Spandex, I really want to fucking win this game, just to prove a point, because I see the 3 Panzer 5-4s, and now we both decided we're going to go try hard. So, what you're about to see here is me and Spandex tryharding to try and defeat a 3-man Panzer 5-4 platoon and win the game. So, on Mountain Pass, gonna move towards the middle, which is my usual play, but unfortunately I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do from there because I'm quite slow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it to the corner on the 1 line. Our light tank's already dropped down, spotted enemy light. He's got no one to shoot anyone he spots, unfortunately. As we're moving into position, I've just realised something. You see me loading APCR ready for the Panzer 5-4s to come charging over. This tank carries a shit ton of ammo, so you can bring a shit ton of APCR and standard rounds for as the situation arises. And I've decided this game that I was going to try hard. I was going to like fire full APCR. But as you guys know, I'm not very good at firing full goal, like premium rounds, so every so often you're going to see me change back to standard rounds. I just can't bring myself to only fire premium rounds. I just can't do it. You'll see multiple situations later in this game when I do change that. So I said the captured KV-1 was the most powerful tank at tier 5, but our friendly captured KV-1 is going to drive out in front of 3 Panzer 5-4s in the open, so he's not going to survive very long. But so I'm watching that and thinking this isn't a good sign. But my plan is I need to farm as much damage as possible while they're farming my team. Now it sounds awful to let them just farm a team while I'm doing damage, but because of the hit points they have, you have to do damage to them early so that they get down to like manageable health numbers later in the game. Now I'm getting shit on. And now what you're going to see is me and an enemy Panzer 5-4 just try to turret snipe each other with premium, because that is the weak point of the Churchill and the Panzer 5-4. You can just shoot them straight through the fucking turret. So we'll try to snipe each other's turrets, staying on the move back and forth, both of us. Now one Panzer 5-4 is already on low health, which is a great thing. Second one's in the open moving. I'm going to try and get as much damage in as possible. He realizes what's happening. He's going to try and turn out of there. And so far, I didn't get the crossover because I can see their Panzer 5-4 is pushed quite aggressive. Now, if you look pay attention to the map, you'll see they also have enemies on the ice road, or going ice road. And I'm more than happy to wait in a defensive position, because look at the map, we kind of lost map control. The only good news is, one of our tanks ran over and killed their artillery, and that is huge for me. Now you see, I've loaded back the standard rounds. As I was saying before, I can't bring myself to fire full premium. That's a T-14. Now, I don't know much about low-tier tanks, but I've seen that thing. I think it's got preferential matchmaking. It has a shite gun, but I think it's got pretty memey armor on it. So I probably should have APCR loaded for that thing. I'm trying to find the weak point. Is it the turret? And it appears to be the turret. A lot of tier 5 tanks seem to be the turret is the place to pan them. Finish them off. I'm going to start pushing forwards, and as I said, I can do this because I no longer have to worry about artillery. So to whoever it was who died killing the enemy artillery, I think he's just died now, fair play to him, he's done a great job for us. Now I want to finish off this guy here. I think it's the Italian medium tank. Again, trying to shoot him in the turret. And now think about what to do now. We know they had enemies at Ice Road, and me and Spandex are on very slow fucking tanks. So if we move too far away from base and they cap us out, that'll suck. We're also outnumbered. So because we're tryharding, me and Spandex are going to go back to base. I'm asking that teammate to follow us. And what's going to happen is, I'm also going to ask the Death Toaster to follow us. Now, the T1 Heavy says negative to following us, but the Death Toaster said affirmative, so big shout out to the Death Toaster for actually listening to us. Now, you don't have to listen to anyone in World of Tanks if they tell you to follow them, but I appreciate that he has listened to us. Also, the T1 Heavy's seen that we're not going with his plan, so he's just coming back anyway. So, he didn't want to follow our plan, but he did. So again, big respect to him. Because we're heavily outnumbered, and we're very slow, so we need to defend the base. The Death Toaster's gone up to the top of the hill, which is perfectly fine. It's a great place from the base to support us. Right, KV-1, best tier 5 tank in game, in my opinion. Penning him a stand around through the turret. APCR's going in. Again, I keep switching between the APCR and the AP. And I've decided I'm happy to take a shot in order to kill the KV-1. Thankfully, he doesn't actually hit me. Now, I push forward because I want to finish off the Panzer 5-4, but there's another German medium tank there, or heavy or whatever, so I've had to stop. Which is a bit of a shame. I've loaded the standard rounds again, and I'm bouncing. So again, maybe if I had APCR loaded, I'd have penned a few more shots there. Finish them off. There's a Panzer 5-4 behind us, not Panzer 5-4. A Italian medium tank behind us, who went out farming. And you'll see that our German TD, who came back up the hill, is helping us. Another Italian tank. Pushing forward, we have an enemy behind us, but I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to push forwards. Panzer 5-4, not Panzer 5-4 again. What do you call it? Italian tank. I keep forgetting what the fucking Italian tank's called. P-43. Now Death Toaster flies in and actually ram kills the Italian tank. Panzer 5-4 pushes in, but we're going to finish him off. And right now this is just a bit mental. So, Death Toaster, he didn't need to ram kill the guy, but I respect that he did. He got up to speed as well, flying off that cliff there. And I'm going to skip forward a bit because me and Spandex last left alive. We're both on low hit points. And we're waiting for the enemy. So I'm in a bit of a reverse side-scraping position, using the dead KV-1 as cover. Now, reverse side-scraping doesn't mean anything. I'm in a Churchill 3, they can just shoot me in the turret. But I'm doing it anyway. And if you look at the map, Spandex is watching the other route, I'm watching this one. And, as I said, the whole point was, we couldn't move, because we could potentially get capped out because of how slow we are. Now, I'm a one-shot for this guy. Don't know about spandex. And right now it's just a bit of a waiting game. Do I push to the rock or not? 'Cause if I can get there, I can try and side scrape. But what if, as I come out of corner, not corner, as I come out of cover and start moving towards the rock, what if he then jumps out? We've already dealt with the hard part of the 3 Panzer 5.4s. All we need to do now is win. And there's nothing like tryhard mode to give you all the patience you need. Because we've got 2 people, he only has 1, so we'll win when the timer runs out. Spandex is happy to wait. Again, we don't want one of us dying here. And as I said at the start of this video, not the most interesting game, but as a matter of principle, I wanted to show this battle. Now, Spandex is trying to find an angle on him by climbing up the hill slightly. And you see he's now got shot jam, so now hopefully the German tank's going to explode himself from the other side of the rock to avoid Spandex. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened. Lower plate shot. Kill. Game over. Huge moment. Like, I felt great. As I said, this wasn't a very, interesting game. Fun to watch. But me and Spandex won against a 3-man Panzer 5.4 platoon, and it felt fucking great. It felt so good. So, just a matter of principle, I want to show this game, because there's nothing better than beating a 3-man Panzer 5.4 platoon. Well, I suppose back in the old days, beating a 5-man Panzer 5.4 platoon, but, same thing. So, 2,400 damage, 4 kills, this was easily an ace tanker. I can't remember how much base XP I got. Brothers in Arms as well with Spandex. And overall, a really nice result. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.